employee, in this example, is doing something that the other employee, and continually doing it on a steady basis, and it's creating problems, and an employee comes and complains to you. They're harassing me, or this individual's harassing me. And believe me, people are great at figuring out how to get at other people. You know, they can figure out all kinds of ways, the words to say, the looks, etc., etc. It can almost even be nonverbal, although nonverbal is a lot tougher. Okay, that person makes a complaint. What do you do? What does the company do? Well, clearly what you need to do is to make certain that the complaint is a valid complaint, that it's not just somebody making something up to get back at somebody they don't like. So it has to be a valid complaint. If it is a valid complaint, then you have to make the decision on what's the next step. And so you would go to your company policy manual and say, okay, perhaps my first step is to issue, it's not real bad, it wasn't a really heavy-duty thing, I'll issue a verbal warning and write that I did a verbal warning. Okay, and perhaps the employee will stop, won't do it anymore. And you've accomplished your goal without even writing anything, except that you noted that you did that, and that on a certain date. Okay. The next time, when it happens again, you have to write it up formally, particularly with certain types of harassment or issues like that, because if you don't, then the individual that has harassed can come back on the company. Your Honor, I was harassed, I complained, they didn't do anything. Now, in terms of sexual harassment, it's 3 strikes. You get 3 chances. And if, let's say, a female complains about a male employee, you get 3 chances. If you don't write it up, then that employee can actually take it to the labor board, take it to court, and they will win because you didn't write it up. And you put the company in jeopardy because you didn't do your job. Okay, if that harassment continues, you write a second reprimand and say, now it's serious. This is continuing behavior. We're going to look at this in 1 week, and we're going to meet again. And if you haven't taken care of this, then there will be greater consequences. And then on the 3rd time, you almost have to fire the employee. Again, I don't want to tell you what to do in a specific situation because they will be different, but you can't let it go on because the person that's being harassed has basically complained, and you've identified that it is a problem, and the individual that's harassing is not taking care of it, so you need to terminate that individual. If you don't, then you put in jeopardy the employee that complained and potentially the rest of the workers.